Hello everyone, it's time for another Sci-Fi Issues video. If you enjoy these videos, feel free to like and share, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Today I would like to talk about fuel supply, which is clear in some franchises and in others. In Star Trek, most ships use deuterium, an isotope of hydrogen, together with anti-deuterium, both of which are normally supplied to the starbase or via specialised tankers. Of course, in Star Trek Voyager, our heroes were too far away for that, and had to create their own, which is theoretically possible. Pages 71 and 72 of the Star Trek Next Generation Technical Manual describe the system used by Starfleet ships for generating antimatter on board, by means of charge reversal. However, the process is very power and matter intensive, requiring 10 units of matter to produce 1 unit of antimatter. There are more traditional methods of getting fuel. In the original Battlestar Galactica series, the 12 colonies of Kobol, as well as their Cylon enemies, power their ships using a fuel derived from an ore called tylium. The colonials take the ore to mineral ships, where it is refined into solium, a potent liquid which also serves as the basis of the explosive material solarite. Presumably the Cylons do something similar. Following the evacuation of the colonies, the Galactica's refugee fleet were able to acquire fresh supplies of solium from the planet Carillon, before that world was destroyed. But they knew such limited amounts would soon need to be replaced. Sure enough, at the start of the two-part episode The Living Legend, Adama learns that the fleet's fuel supply is almost exhausted, right before Colonel Tar reveals Galactica has detected civilian signals coming from a Cylon city directly ahead. At the same time, Apollo and Starbuck, while out on patrol, encounter the presumably destroyed Battlestar Pegasus. Led by Commander Kane, the Pegasus have been performing multiple strikes on their enemy, using fuel and ammunition captured from the Cylon base on Gomoray, which just happens to be the location of the city sending the signals that Tyrus reported. When Adama and Kane finally meet, the two commanders immediately disagree on the best way forward. Adama wants to replenish the fleet's fuel supplies by capturing a pair of Cylon tankers that routinely transport fuel from Gomoray to other locations. Now, this could work, assuming the colonials get the tankers back to the fleet without them being destroyed, either by their crews or by the fighter escort, and without other Cylons being alerted. This would have the advantage of allowing the fleet to stay mobile, thus making them less of a target. Unfortunately, Kane prefers to expand on his repeated strike policy by completely overwhelming the base and the city, which would allow access to all the present fuel supplies while providing a fixed base of operations for the Pegasus and possibly the refugee fleet. As Adama feels this will make the fleet too vulnerable, Kane eventually agrees to the tanker capture to be carried out by one Viper squadron from each Battlestar, with Kane in overall command. However, the mission fails because, after sending Blue Squadron from the Galactica to tackle the escorts, Kane deliberately destroys both tankers, leaving Armada no choice but to get sent to the Gomoray mission, sending an advanced team to disable the defences before refueling ships arrive to collect the fuel. Now, as an outside observer, I can see where both commanders are coming from. Adama has to be cautious because he's responsible for the safety of his people, which is why I suggested capturing the tankers. Kane only has the Pegasus to worry about, so can afford to be more gung-ho, and stealing a whole baseload of fuel before disabling a Cylon titty would weaken the Cylons. Having said that, I feel Kane made a serious error of judgment by destroying the tankers. I think it would have been better to capture them and take them back to the fleet so their contents could be shared out. In addition, it may have been worth attempting to take the tankers back to Gomoray to be loaded alongside the other fuel ships. They could then take them back to the fleet, change the paint job, and keep them as a mobile fuel reserve. What do you think? How would you have tackled the fuel problem? Do you have any ideas for future videos? Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be back soon with another video.